atmosphere in this important game. The clock is ticking to the Olympic break.
Leafs 8 back at Detroit, 1 game in hand. Puck sliding down into the Red Wing zone. Moritz Seider sends it around, Keane up ahead. There's DeBrincat loose on pace for 42 this year. And a hot shot that's helped out by Domi. Here's Bobby McMahon back to Matthews working in. And Gibson's got it, but took a peek over the shoulder.
DeBrincat, and how about Austin Matthews? A little give and go here, and just the deftness of fake the shot, stick it between the skates and the stick, and a quick of the Leaf captain right now is back.
Here's Jake McCabe firing it off a face-off win. And that's held on to here at Scotiabank as the puck comes across. Michelli missed it. In behind the net. Finney will play it back to the line. Sandin Pellikka puts a weak shot on goal. Now Max Domi goes after it. Johansson trying to play it past Domi. McMahon comes up with it. Back to Max Domi from the corner. Bobby McMahon fired right on.
McMahon, the big body, he can pressure the defense to create these kind of turnovers. You've seen Max Domi making good outlet.
Nice work there by Troy Stetcher. It'll be kept in by Lawton, and Lorentz unable to redirect that. Tipped into the corner for Lorentz in front. Whoa! Scores! Tic-tac-toe! And the Leafs strike first.
And here they come in with what they can do best. What a great read by Lawton, the center iceman. He reads the wraparound, keeps it alive. Aggressive pinch at the other end, and 3 quick passes. It's in the back of the net. It's Lawton who made the play at the blue line, and he's the recipient of, I'm not sure if it was a pass or a shot by Yarncroke, but it went to the right recipient.
Goal game as a member of the Flyers against Detroit. Here's a chance, and Rasmussen comes close. Wall, a tough stop. As
some of that momentum back, and this play at the net, a wraparound. You can see Joseph Wall kind of got himself caught there. He couldn't play.
Gave up 2 against Minnesota. Here's Moritz Seider. Getting it back at the line, feeding it back to DeBrincat off the boards. Hot shot in front, loose, and Wall down.
James Van Riemsdyk gets. Now what he's trying to do is get into the eyes. Now he doesn't want to move that often, and if you're DeBrincat, you're just trying to throw it to an area. Wall able to not only...
Here's Benoit trying to come up with a puck. Kane across. Oh, what a stop. Wall again. Up top for 2 great A's as Cowens. Kane lost the footing. Out in front, Kane. Oh, that glanced off Carlo as Patrick Kane had an open net. It'll come back to Bernard Docker. Kane once again, watched by Matthews. DeBrincat right on, and the rebound picked up by Michelli. Here's Nick Waugh. Onto the right side, Cowan flips it back. Nice play. While in, off the post. Back to the line. Here comes a shot. That Casper tied him up. That goes off Tavares to the line and back out. McKeeb able to win a battle, and Tavares back in. Here's John Tavares to the net. And Gibson.
It's going to be an easy play. A little stumble by Edmondson, but then takes the inside route
from his line mates, Yarncroke and Lorentz. Here's Copper getting it across, and Wall makes that stop off Van Riemsdyk. Jacob Bernard Docker, who scored his first NHL goal against the Leafs, played in front here in the final minute. Copp battles for it loose. Wall can't come up with it.
Period, and just the battle for the loose puck. Wall can't get its glove on it. It's underneath legs, and you can see Copp keeps it alive. Oh my gosh, it's the right leg there at the left.
So a face-off in the Red Wing zone. Matthews digs in. Casper still in his skates, and finally, out of the scrum, Detroit's got the puck. Raymond ahead. Larkin gives it back to Raymond in front, scores! A rush goal, and there's Simon Edmondson with the game-tying goal. 17.7 left in the period.
Again, it's just the play at the line, getting behind the D was Larkin, and he's able to just keep this one alive. And how about the heads-up play by Raymond? Skating backwards, so it's a tough read for Joseph Wall, and that's one where McCabe can't get back. Matthews doesn't get his man, and Edmondson just sneaks right through, and that goes up and over the blocker. The deep Brother Dave, who still holds the London Knights record for most points, even though Patrick Kane and Mitch Marner and all those great players throughout the years. Now, I just haven't been able to find that bumper position for a shot. Good active sticks by the penalty killers, not allowing any of those passes through.
Back in the Matthews, and it glanced off the glove of Gibson. And here come the Red Wings. Rasmussen over the line, drops off, the late man is Bo Seider, and Wall at the top of the crease to make that save. Up on the play again. To bring it a backhanded front, and that goes off the skate of Benoit. And now it's Michelli with Matthews. Michelli in, and Gibson makes the stop. And some options, and Gibson had the answer. Back to Morgan Riley. Matthews trying to improve his shooting angle. Riley will let it go, and that went off the stick of Larkin, breaks his stick. Here comes Cowan in, flipped it through Domi, and stopped. It came across, Robertson glove stop, and now John Gibson is showing off.
You heard
he's not going to give that up. Now Stetcher's got another stick. Here's Johansson trying to go wide. Albert Johansson working in, Wall down, and it's still loose. Yarko gave up his stick. Almost dispossessed by Lorentz, who does push it away. Here comes Lawton. He's in. Scott Lawton knocked off his stick to the penalty, and a penalty shot for Scott Lawton.
Yeah, just a great job of staying with it, and it's Kane that taking the bad angle.
Looking to give the Leafs the lead here. It's not going to be a slap shot. Lawton in and rolled off his stick.
Time is because you got speed. You get past a player, you know that there's pressure coming. One of the hardest things of these moments, just like in the shootout in overtime, is that there's no pressure behind you. You got all kinds of time. Your mind starts thinking 5 or 6, and you can see he had about 3 options once he got in tight, had no speed, and a little frustrated.
Here's Nick Robertson. Nice pass ahead. McCabe's got a little room. Jake McCabe fired right on, and Gibson reels that back in. Out at center, stretching it out for Kane. And now DeBrincat's in. Here's DeBrincat with a hot shot. And a rebound by Kane in front. DeBrincat there on the doorstep. And stretching out.
Success tied going into the third. Toronto 7-1-1 and Detroit 5-1-1.
Brandon Carlo sends it down into the Detroit zone.
Everyone else in the Atlantic.
John Tavares into the Red Wing zone. He's got guys. Tavares! Gibson! What a stop! As Tavares was in tight.
How about this play by Matthew Nyes off his skate, chips it back on the doorstep. Gibson with the save.
He's on the back of Johansson and had to be careful. Clock grading here, and we're going to go to OT tonight.
Yeah, that's a big loss in this format here.
Tavares and Matthews out together trying to win that draw, but Detroit will get control. Tavares goes off, and Max Domi joins Matthews. And he gives it away. It's DeBrincat with the puck. 2-on-2, and now Kopp. Wall comes across. Here's a wraparound try. DeBrincat off the post. Morgan Riley. And now Robertson gets off. Matthews comes on. Johansson's in. Patrick Kane and Casper the shot. Leafs come up with a rebound. Tavares with Cowan. Easton, Cowan on the ice. Along with McCabe. Chased back by Seider. Knocked down by Seider. It's Larkin. Scores! And Detroit's won it. And they'll complete the sweep of the Leafs in this regular season series.
Here's how quickly that gap is closed. Seider just out-muscles and knocks him right on the shoulders, stays with the puck, throws it to an area, and man, great hands there in tight by Larkin.
The final
One swing of the stick by Cowan couldn't make the play, and Larkin with quick hands, backhand, forehand, right underneath the glove to end this game. A good defensive effort, good goaltending by both, but for back-to-back games, it's the Red Wings in overtime to win.
Third overtime winner of the season for Dylan Larkin, the 12th of his.